Hi there, this is Jenny Seek from Inner Voice Intuitive Counseling and Readings, and I just wanted to pop in and talk a little bit this morning about a phenomena that I'm seeing and noticing in my own life, and I know too from people that I've been encountering that they're seeing it as well. And I also wanted to talk about how to move energetically from a place of anxiety and anxiousness. Right now in the culture, we're seeing a lot of very abrupt changes. There's a lot of unknowns going on, and this can lead to anyone who's had bad experiences in the past, any kind of trauma in their life, to go into fight or flight or freeze. So fight is when we want to amp up and get all the answers right now, and our blood pressure can elevate and we can get uncomfortable, that sort of thing. Flight is when we just shut down, when we turn in, and that's not good for us either. And freeze is when we're like a deer in the headlights, and it's hard for us to get things done. It's hard for us to take in information. And all of these pieces, places that we end up are not healthy places on the spectrum, because we can't live our lives the way that we want to, with beauty and finesse and clarity and all the good stuff. And we can't bring our dreams into reality. So I wanted to talk a little bit about an experience I had and talk a little bit about what it meant to me. So this morning I was doing all the normal things, getting breakfast, feeding the cat, all that stuff, morning stuff. And at one point I was listening to a book on tape. And I was in the kitchen trying to unload the dishwasher, just all the morning activities as you're waking up. And the phone dropped because I had the earbuds in and I was listening to this book on tape. And when the phone opened back up, it opened at the time 11:11, and that was what was on the time frame. And I was like, wow. But still I didn't get it, because I had this brilliant idea for this video about noticing signs, but still I didn't get it. I was like, okay, trying to get the book to play again, and the book would not play. It just wouldn't play, and I was like, aha. The universe is asking me to slow down. The universe is asking me to go in this different direction. How could it be more clear? It couldn't be more clear than the fact that what I was doing before, I was impeded from doing. But see, what we do when we get into these like very anxious internal spaces is we go on autopilot and we push through to try to get these other things done that we had on our list so we can have a sense of accomplishment. And what happens when we do that is we miss the divine guidance that is just practically dropped into our lap, right? So when this 11:11 showed up, it was like, ding, 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 make the video. And I was like, no, gotta clean the kitchen, gotta feed the cat, gotta get the tasks of the day done. And so the universe made it impossible for me to listen to the book, and I laughed. I was like, wow. And I even tried at that point right before I figured it out to try to get the book up and running, and it wouldn't run. It wouldn't run, and I'm sure I'll go back to it and the Libby app will run with no problem, but it wouldn't run. And so this brings me to the next point. And the next point is that if you are in a state of fight, flight, or freeze, which is a normal response right now in the world, regardless of, any of what you think all of this stuff that we're seeing is about, it's a normal response to want to control information, to want to control your environment. All of those things are totally normal. But one of the things that you can do, even if it's a normal day and you have a gazillion things to do and you really can't focus and you're totally on autopilot, is you can notice the signs that are dropped in your lap and just make an agreement with your unconscious self, that more magical, more clear, more illuminated, or potentially illuminating part of the self that you'll remember, so that when you see the 11:11, you'll remember, and you'll notice what it's attached to, and maybe make a note like, wow, I saw that, and that was when I was thinking this. So, and I've just had a lot of very, very magical experiences recently. Been seeing 1111s like crazy, just everywhere I go. Literally, I bought an artist program for Facebook, and those who know me can go look at the new stuff that I'm creating on PicMonkey, because that was part of the program, was how to use this program, and it's been just a lifesaver. But when I hopped on to find out about the program through a master class, I was deluged with 1111s, and within 1188.2, which when I was in college, graduating college and getting out in the world, I moved into an apartment that was at 1188 and a half, which is 2, which is a half, more or less, energetically on a symbolic level to me. And that number showed up on the edge of this master class. And so then one morning, before I had decided to sign up for it, I woke up and it was 7:21 in the morning, which is a 10. If you added up 7 plus 2 plus 1, you get a 10, which is a 1 in numerology because we dropped the 0, right? So I was like, okay, it's just a 1, which, I mean, that in and of itself is all about new beginnings. And then the phone, and then I looked over, and I had one message that had come in overnight. And so I had my 11, and then the phone went to 722, which is another 11, which that is 3 sets of 11, which is master number, major guidance. And at one point I had to sit down and slow down and say, the universe is giving me major guidance on this stuff. Why am I closing down? And it had to do with being overwhelmed. And we all get overwhelmed when we have a lot to do, when we're helping other people out in the world, when we're trying to do adequate self-care and live a life in an eloquent and elegant manner in the face of everything coming through. But one of the things we can do is notice these brilliant, powerful, evocative signs that may point us in another direction, or go, light bulb. And any master numbers, 1111, 22, 33, 11 itself, 44, look them up. They're powerful, powerful numbers that have to do with angelic communication, have to do with clear connection, have to do with following your dreams. So I invite you to process your feelings, sit in the fight, flight, or freeze, notice what you're feeling, and then move to the place of inspiration. So that is my energetic guidance for you this morning, my intuitive guidance. And I hope you all take it, and I hope everybody has a beautiful day. If you'd like to get in touch, check out innervoiceintuitive.com. Bye now.